already know what time it is, man. It's your girl, P.O.C. Can you see the excitement on my face? We are here at the 2020 Philadelphia Flower Show, hosted at the Pennsylvania Convention Center. It is so much in store. This year's theme is the French Riviera. Definitely come check out the installations and the exhibits today. It's so much going on. Come see the amazing flowers, come see these amazing colors, and definitely come catch this smell. It's so much in store. Philadelphia Flower Show 2020. It's your girl, P.O.C., host of Revive Radio. I'm excited, and so should you. Let's go! Yep, you already know what time it is. We're at the Philadelphia Flower Show here at the Pennsylvania Convention Center, and I'm standing here with one of the guests who is attending the flower show today. How does it feel to be at the Philadelphia Flower Show?
Beautiful. I took a lazy day and came out to smell something pretty.
Yes.
And we're by the orchids, and they're beautiful.
Okay, so talk to me a little bit about this exhibit. You know, why did this exhibit actually draw you in?
Actually, I was over by the lemon tree.
Okay.
And I kept smelling beauty.
Okay.
And I didn't know where it was coming from. So I looked over here, and it's the orchids.
Awesome.
Yes, but I'm drawn to it because, like I said, it's beautiful. And just reading what the people have to say that displayed is really, it just builds your heart up with beauty.
Yes.
And it just relaxes you.
And I love that you keep saying beauty. You know what I mean? That means you really find.
Smell. People can't smell. I'm snapping to my buddies.
Okay.
And I'm not a snapper, but they can't smell what I smell.
That's real.
And it's just like, ooh.
Yes, and I was going to say that you keep, mentioning the word beauty. So that means you actually see and feel that nature is also beautiful as well.
Exactly. But hey, it was worth the money.
Yes.
That's all.
How does it feel to be at the flower show today? Good. And what's your favorite flower? Sunflower. Awesome. And did you see a sunflower today?
Yes.
Awesome. How does the flowers make you feel?
Nice.
Awesome. Thank you. So we're at the Philadelphia Flower Show here at the Pennsylvania Convention Center, and I'm standing here with Eric and Max, and they're going to be doing a performance today, right?
That's true. That's true.
So what are you guys doing for the flower show?
Well, we're wandering around all day to make it feel like guests are encountering street performers in the Riviera.
Okay, awesome. And what does that mean? Street performers in the Riviera? Because I know the theme is France, so how are you going to make them feel like that?
Well, we have a beautiful accordion here, and we also have a beautiful juggling man over here. So we have some juggling props, some music to go with it, some bright, colorful costuming, and some crowds to draw.
Awesome. So when it comes down to just the flower show, I got to ask you guys, what's that one flower that's sticking out to you right now as you walk around?
Oh, that's I gotta say, I'm getting bowled over by the hibiscus.
Okay, the hibiscus, that's a good one. That one that sticks out to me too.
It doesn't count as a flower, but the fact that they brought that olive tree in from California really blows my mind. That there's a full tree right there, and it's from across the country. So that's shocking me.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you guys coming out, and I cannot wait to see your performance myself.
Fantastic.
Thank you so much.
Have a great
Oh,
day.
you too. Have a good one.
I'm really excited, and everything is just like very fresh and smells so alive, and I'm having a blast.
That's awesome. So what flower were you checking out right here? What's this flower called?
Yeah, I'm mostly looking at the tulips mixed in with the azaleas behind, but then also like how the colors with the dianthus and the muscari are like really playing so nicely. It's a fantastic display.
Awesome. How do you actually know the names to all of these flowers? Is this something that you get into? Is something you're interested in?
Yeah, I'm a horticulturalist, so I'm gardening full time and work like pretty closely with all these plants, and I'm anxious for spring and to see all of these in bloom. It's a nice like reprieve from winter.
Awesome. And I love how you talked about the colors and how, the colors layered up. So when it comes to nature, do you still see the beauty in nature as well?
Totally. And I mean, as a gardener, I think it's really like our commitment to showcasing the beauty that like should be more seen in like our public spaces. I'm a public gardener, so working in spaces that people come into every day, so that people who don't know the names to all the plants can still appreciate them.
That's real. And my last question to you talked about the smell, and I definitely want to talk about the smell. What is that smell like? What would you describe it to be right now, standing next to these tulips?
Yeah, I mean, it's just like you can smell not just like the flowers, but also like the soil, and like you have water, so you like get the sound too, and it's really just like a full sensory experience. And like you can sometimes touch the leaves, and it's just everything about it is so full.
Thank you. I appreciate you coming to the exhibit and definitely coming out to the show today.
My pleasure. Thanks.
Thank you.
Cool.
We're here at the Philadelphia Flower Show in the Pennsylvania Convention Center 2020 edition, and I'm standing here with two amazing guests. How does it feel to be here at the Flower Show today?
We're actually not as we're a little disappointed this year.
Really? Talk to
Yeah.
me.
It's not as, the displays aren't as good as past years, in my opinion, and the flowers don't seem as vibrant. They seem droopy.
They're very droopy for the first day,
Okay.
which is kind of, disappointing.
Okay.
Like I said, we've been coming here for like maybe at least 8 years now.
Real. Thank you for the support.
Yes, and we're still going to come. You know what I mean? Because we just love enjoying and come and see all the different, arrangements. Love taking pictures every year. We have a million pictures, but otherwise, it's
We're
wonderful.
impressed yet this year.
And honestly, I appreciate your honesty because some people they get drawn in and then they just get drawn into the excitement, and you guys are actually here for the flowers and the actual education and knowledge behind them.
Yes.
So, what is that one exhibit that you came to and you were like, I did not expect this from this exhibit?
Which one?
Um,
Because they have the limery over here.
we didn't even get to the other side
We
yet.
get to the other
yeah.
side. Yeah,
okay.
we
We're
just
still
like
on this
this
half.
area.
Okay.
But I don't know. It just wasn't a lot, and the smell was not wonderful. Usually, the last couple years we came, and it hit you before you even got into the first door. It was wonderful. This year, it was like, where's the smell? Where's the smell? I love the smell. I love the colors. I want more colors, But I guess it depends on the theme, and stuff. But
This year's France. This year's theme is France. And do
Yes.
you think that also took
yes,
away from...
yes,
Okay.
maybe.
That's well.
Maybe. Like I said, it's just a theme.
All right.
what
And then
I
my
mean?
last question, I just want to get to know you guys a little bit more. What's your favorite flower? Like, what is that one flower you're actually here to see?
Oh my goodness.
I don't
Oh my
know.
goodness.
I can tell you, I like orange. I like orange flowers.
Okay, awesome. So you're here for the colors.
Yeah, I'm more.
Yes,
yeah.
any colors. Actually, there's not just one. It's just a mixture of everything. If it all comes together, it's
You
beautiful.
like sunflowers?
I love sunflowers. Are the
Some
best.
over there when you get
I
over
know.
there.
I know. I will be getting them.
Yes, thank you both. I
All right,
appreciate it.
thank you.
And I'm standing here in the green room. What other room would I want to be in at the flower show, right? And I'm here with Connor. Connor, talk to me about the green room.
Yeah, so the Green Room is an educational exhibit trying to kind of spread the awareness and general knowledge to the public about the beneficial uses medicinally, specifically about cannabis. So we're really excited to be featuring a bunch of different educational touch points here in our exhibit, from timelines to details specifically about terpenes, stats about the acceptance and legalization of cannabis across the U.S., and a bunch of other topics. Really excited to be educating the public on the use of cannabis.
So we're here at the flower show, and I'm standing here with one of the exhibitors. How does it feel to have your exhibit displayed here?
It feels wonderful because we're really able to expose what we do and the importance of native plants to homeowners.
Yes. And what's the importance? Tell us a little bit more.
Native plants are super important, giving back into the environment. They're like the glue that holds our ecology together.
Awesome.
So without the native plants, we really wouldn't have bees and butterflies, and we wouldn't have birds.
Yes.
And native plants are really important because they become a larval food source for birds.
Okay.
And so butterflies are beautiful, and they pollinate, but it's really their babies, the caterpillars, that are the source for feeding the young of birds,
Really?
which people don't understand.
I did not even know that. So you're saying that caterpillars are the ones that feed birds?
Birds bring those caterpillars back to their little babies.
Okay.
And they have to have those caterpillars because birds, we always feed birds seeds, but they're adults, and we feed them, through the rest of the year. But babies don't eat seeds. So they have to have these caterpillars. And the birds that grew up here, or native birds, have to have native trees that have native caterpillars.
Awesome. So what's this exhibit actually called today?
This is the American Beauties Native Plant Exhibit. We have native plants that we promote and sell through growers of independent garden centers throughout most of the United States.
Awesome. And my last question, when it comes down to some of the native plants, can you name a few for us so we know exactly what you're talking about?
Well, the most important one that most people can relate to are butterfly weed, or Asclepias tuberosa, because they are the principal source to feed monarch butterflies. And everybody knows there's some problems with monarchs not being around. So having monarchs, if you want more monarchs, you have to plant butterfly weed or Asclepias. The other thing I would say is to plant an oak tree, because oaks provide more caterpillars than any other plants in the U.S.
Awesome. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So for everyone out there who, is stomping on them caterpillars, you need to stop now because we need those native plants.
Absolutely.
Yes, we need our native plants. Thank you. Standing here with one of the artists who's in the exhibit today. How does it feel to have your art shown in the exhibit today?
Well, we love this. This exhibition is of Ikebana International. It's actually the longest running educational exhibit here at the Philadelphia Flower Show. So we're here every year. We change these out 3 times during the week, so it's always a different look and different artists showing. So Ikebana is one of the 5 national arts of Japan, and we have different philosophies of design for each school. One of the ones shown here is Ikenobo, which is over 500 years old at school. It was originated with the Buddhist monks. So you typically see it's very simple looking, very striking lines or manipulated materials. So that line and space is very apparent and very simple. You have another school is Ohara, which their philosophy is to make it look like a garden or a landscape or a woodland. So it usually has a lot more flowers. Seasonal whenever they can. Here for the show we have to think about longevity of the materials, so you'll see more tropicals than you might. Then you have Sugetsu School, which is the school that I do the art for, and we do everything and anything. We do things from huge bamboo structures 25 feet tall to very miniature arrangements, and we strive to create art out of floral materials, whether they be dried or fresh. We can throw man-made in there. We can do anything we'd like. And then another school in this display is Ichio, which is kind of a combination between Ohara and Sugetsu. It's the newest school. They try and be seasonal with their materials, but still contemporary and focus on line, crossing lines and things like that. But in all of Ikebana, space is very important, negative space, so it's a little bit restful when you're looking at it.
With everything that you just said, it just sounds like, a Dragon Ball Z, but with flowers, you know what I mean? Like, it's like the characters, but it's just flowers at the same time, and they still hold the same principle, correct?
Correct. And the one thing that you find doing Ikebana is it's meditative. So when we create this, we do it mostly in silence, and you work with the flowers in the positioning, and it's kind of a you would say it's a Zen moment, but you're just trying to appreciate what's here on Earth and be good with it. Now, Ikebana is never judged, so we create something as an artist and we create it for someone else to look at and appreciate. They may love it, they may not love it, but we give of ourselves to show to others. So that's really what Ikebana is all about. And it's a lot of the Japanese philosophy and the way of life as well. They're always giving.
That's awesome. I appreciate you, and I definitely appreciate this exhibit. I appreciate that wealth of knowledge you just gave me. I'm definitely going to go and, look these flowers up and these principles up as well. Thank you.
They want to, try and start to do it. And I always say to people, go around, see what arrangement speaks to you, and see what school it's a part of, and then maybe go find a teacher in your area. Because the schools are headquartered in Japan, and we are accredited teachers of a school, and they teach out of their home or community centers all around the Philadelphia area. And Philadelphia is one of the hotbeds actually for Ikebana on the East Coast. So find a teacher or community center and try Ikebana. I think everybody will find it kind of rewarding, and you get home from work and you just need to sit and work with something with your hands, and Ikebana is fun to do.
And you never know what you may see. That's why you need to be here today at the Philadelphia Flower Show. Thank you. I appreciate you.